Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking about this Anita Baker and Babyface update, because Anita Baker has announced that she is removing Babyface, who was the opening act of her Songstress tour, and I believe there is about 10 more dates or so that goes through December on this tour that Babyface was supposed to be the opening act of. As you guys remember in the previous video, there was an issue with one of their tour dates. I believe it was in New Jersey, where basically there were some technical issues, but pretty much what ended up happening was somebody came out and basically said that Babyface would not be performing tonight. And by the time they got the technical difficulties resolved, it was only enough time for basically Anita Baker to do her entire set. And I think the other issue as well was like the fans were not allowed in at a certain point in time, like they were entered in late or something happened weird. So it was like a lot of dysfunction, but I thought it was more so on the production side of things. But then that same day, Babyface came out and made it seem as though basically Anita Baker prevented him from performing. And basically, said, hey, I want my 90 minutes, right? And regardless of whatever the technical issues were, like that means you can't perform, right? And something else that Anita Baker put in this announcement was that she has been bullied and harassed, not just by fans on Twitter, but she is basically alleging that her opening act, Babyface, was also harassing her. And I understand that people are probably going to take Babyface's side because publicly he doesn't have a blemish on his image, and it has been known in the past for Anita Baker to have beef with other people while she is on tour. However, I would not be surprised if there was some diva behavior coming from Babyface's side behind the scenes, right? Because basically he has presented the narrative since this technical issue happened on this tour date as if this was all Anita Baker's fault, right? And it sounds like ever since then, Anita Baker has been harassed and been bullied by either Babyface and or his team, in addition to fans basically making her out to be the issue. But here is the thing. This is the same Babyface that also sued Anita Baker a couple of years ago, you guys. The same Babyface, right? Who took her to court because there were some issues there. So it's like, if you already know who you're dealing with, why would you agree to be their opening act on tour? And so basically now Babyface is also, writing on Instagram, being also in his feelings, saying, I'm sorry to my fans, I was removed from the tour. It's like, wait, what? What is going on? That is not the Whip-A-Pill Babyface at all. No. Like, this is a hot mess, and it is very sad and unfortunate that our Black legends are going out like this, to where there is all this drama, you guys, and everybody cares about who is the headliner and who is getting the most time on the stage. Like, let's grow up. Babyface, you have enough hits to do your own tour. You have enough hits between the hits that you've done, the groups you were in, and the songs that you have written and produced for others. You have more than enough to do a tour of your own, right? So I wouldn't even be pressed about this or even try to make it into something. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the people were there to see Anita Baker. Right? The people were there to see Anita Baker, and it was a nice icing on the top, a nice cherry on top, to have Babyface as the opening act as well. But just like when I went to the Janet Jackson concert, right? And Ludacris is the opening act, right? Yes, people were, big fans of Ludacris, and the crowd was hyped, but you were there for Janet. You were there for Janet Jackson. She's the headliner, right? She is the draw. She is the reason that you were paying hundreds and thousands of dollars to see her, right? And that's the same situation with Anita Baker. So I'm not going to go in on her, because if you've already had issues with her in the past and still agreed to go on tour with her, you knew exactly what was going to happen at some point in time. You knew at some point in time this was going to go left, right? And this probably could have been salvaged had Babyface not jumped the gun and tried to make it seem like it was Anita Baker's fault fault that he wasn't able to perform on that concert date. I think that got the ball rolling for things to happen behind the scenes for Anita Baker to say, you know what, this is not worth it. And if people are bullying her and people are all coming out saying, oh, I had this issue with Anita Baker and this and that, basically coming for her, why should she still have Babyface on the tour with her? If she's being attacked, why, right? And this is regardless of her history, right? But why deal with that? Why deal with that abuse when you're the headliner, right? So I think this is the best situation for all parties involved who already had prior beef anyways. And it's just unfortunate that, you know, everybody got caught up in the rapture, you guys. Everyone was caught up in the rapture once again of this foolishness. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.